everyone. Okay, first things first. I'm pretty sure this is going to be backwards as I write it, which I just realized, but I'm still going to go through it. And then you should still be able to grasp it, no problem, even if it's backwards. So I'm going to help you guys understand, like, how the heck do I calculate how many calories I'm supposed to eat? Okay, now, the easiest way, essentially from home, is you need to first determine your body fat percentage. You can do this by typing into Google body fat calculator, right? It will have you, some of them will do height and weight. The more accurate estimate is height, weight. I think it's neck, waist, and something else. But that's the first thing you need to do. I'm gonna walk you through a hypothetical client just so you can get the idea, okay? All right. So this gal is 5'7", okay? Again, I know this is probably backwards. Okay, she's 5'7", she weighs 158 pounds, which equals 72 kilograms. You do need this to be in kilograms, okay? Take your pounds divided by 2.2 to get your kilograms, okay? All right, so I typed her in the thing, but I also know kind of how to estimate body fat. So I estimated her at 25%, which is very accurate for her. So 25% body fat. Okay, then what we need to do is to estimate your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate. This is just the calories that you burn daily just to survive, okay? So BMR, this is a horrible marker, isn't it? I know, sweetie pie. I apologize. My son is just a tad cranky. There we go. So BMR is going to be your lean body mass in kilograms times 21.6 plus 370. So you're going to add these first, right? Okay. How do you get your lean body mass after you know your body fat percentage? So this gal is 158 pounds. If she's 25% body fat, I'm gonna time this by 0.75 to get the lean body mass, which equals 158 times 0.75, which equals 118.5 pounds divided by 2.2 equals, so follow along with me, 53.86, so about 54, but also put that, 53.86 kilograms. That is her lean body mass. Now we're going to plug it into here. So we're going to do, so BMR, her basal metabolic rate, is 53.86 times 21.6 plus 370, which I know for her equals 1533. This is a golden number. You really, really want to know this number. I'm so sorry this is backwards, you guys. This is really the most ideal starting point you need to have. I got this actually tested in a lab. I'm 5'8". When I got it tested, I think I was 148 pounds. And mine was $14.99, which is completely normal for that height and weight. This is also completely normal for this height and weight. If you're unsure about your numbers, specifically your body fat, let me know, especially if I have the percentage from my calculator. If I can get pictures of you, I can pretty much determine a very, very accurate number. Okay, so that is her BMR. Well, now what do we do? So we're gonna take, okay, the next thing we do is we need to know your PAL. I think it's the physical activity level. If you are completely sedentary, pretty much all day, you work on the computer, you come home, you sit on the couch, you do minimal movement, your PAL, P-A-L, is a 1.4, okay? Her PAL, I estimated at a 1.6 because she's doing 10,000 steps a day, 4 days a week of weightlifting, and a couple days a week of cardio. I estimated a little bit low. I could probably put her at a 1.7, maybe a 1.8. I estimated her low to see how her body responds because I would rather have her lose a little bit more weight, readjust the calories high versus the other way around because her goal is fat loss, right? So I estimated her at a 1.6. So now we're gonna go determine maintenance calories. How many calories do you need per day to not gain or lose any weight? So because I estimated her at 1.6, I'm gonna take, so her POW is 1.6. I'm gonna take her POW, so for maintenance calories, 1.6 times 1533, which equals, oh, and this is on her exercise days. I have it different for her rest days. So I have her at 2450 for maintenance, okay? That's pretty high. She's a young girl, so it makes sense. Okay, baby, mommy's on a video. Okay, now, her rest days, I estimated her at a 1.4, which is the lowest PAL, P-A-L, because she works from home. She's pretty much sedentary throughout the day. On my clients' rest days, I do not have them do any activity. Yoga is active recovery. Like, I tell her to completely rest. So I calculate her at 1.4 that day to ensure she's getting all the weight loss that she wants, okay? So then it would be the same thing for, so this is maintenance, like workout days, maintenance rest. It would be the same thing, 1.4, which rest days, I have her projected at 2150 for rest. Okay, forgive the messy handwriting. It's kind of at an awkward angle. Okay, now, for weight loss, you need to be in a caloric deficit. So this is, so we'll go ahead and go, let's just use her exercise days for ease, okay? So to lose weight, you need to be expending more energy than you're consuming, right? So we're gonna take her 2450, a very, like, not conservative, not liberal, like just a pretty good beginning deficit is about 25%. I'm putting her at a 30, but that's because I'm monitoring her every single week. But I think 25% is pretty, is a really safe deficit. But I'm gonna calculate 30 because that's what the math I have done for her. Okay, so 30% of 2450, I put her at 1750, right? So you just take 2450 times 0.7 equals 1715 workout days. This has her losing about 1.5 pounds per week. Her goal was to lose about, I think it was 10 or 11 pounds in 12 weeks. I have her projected of losing about 18 pounds of fat, but she's gonna be gaining muscle, and so it's gonna even out about 10 pounds, but she's gonna look really good because she's losing the fat, but she's gaining the muscle, okay? All right, 1.5 or 1.2 to 2 pounds fat loss per week is very safe. It's a very healthy, sustainable fat loss, which is great. We don't want to go into starvation mode. We don't want to do any of that. We want it to be sustainable. Now, you're gonna feel a little bit hungry during fat loss because that's just what happens. Because if you weren't, if fat loss was easy, everyone would be really fit, right? Remember, fat loss, healthy living, all that, it is not the path of least resistance, because if it was, the whole world would be shredded and look really good and be really healthy, okay? So just remember that. Just become comfortable with being uncomfortable, okay? Sweetie, I know, he wants to put pencils in our water jugs. Okay, if you have any questions about that, let me know. We can talk through it a little bit more deeper for you as well. Sweetie, okay, baby. Oh, hold on, okay. Hold on one second. Oh, honey, come here. Okay, there you go. He punched through my water and stuck his hand in there. Okay, all right, I'm gonna get off just so I can take care of my son, but let me know if you have questions on that. But again, you really just you need to be in that deficit. Oh, real quick, if you want to gain muscle, you don't wanna lose fat, you wanna go into a growth phase, a pretty great starting point is a 15% surplus, right? So you're going to take your maintenance calories times 0.15 plus your maintenance calories, right? So that's going to give you a 15% surplus. If you're eating the right foods on the surplus and exercising like you should be exercising, you really shouldn't gain much fat. You will gain a little bit, but not much fat. You should just be gaining the muscle because your muscles need extra fuel to grow. You can gain muscle in a deficit. It's just slower. That's all. So it really just depends on your specific goal. So anyway, I hope that helped. I hope you guys have a great day and let me know what questions you have.